We've just heard from 6 of the prosecution's witnesses before the lunch break for the Brendan Banfield trial. A quick refresher, Banfield is accused of murdering his wife, Christine Banfield, and another man, Joe Ryan, in order to run off with the family's au pair. And that alleged murder scheme involved him making a profile on a fetish website to try to lure a man to stage a home invasion. Now, of the witnesses we heard from, the majority of them were involved in the investigation. The first witness we heard from is actually a photographer, a crime scene detective who's in charge of taking pictures of the crime scene. He took pictures the day of the alleged double murder where he found Juliana Perez Magliahi's, that's the au pair. She was living in a guest room. All of her clothes were still in the closet. Then he returned a few months later after a warrant was issued. He returned to the Banfield home, took pictures of the primary bedroom where it showed that Perez Magliahi's had moved all of her clothes into the primary bedroom closet with Banfield. And also the pictures of Banfield and Perez Magliahi are on the nightstand and replace pictures that were already there before on the day of the double murder of Brendan Banfield and his wife, Christine. That's one of the witnesses. Another witness we heard from was the lead detective, the lead crime scene detective. And he spoke to some of the pictures that showed the day of the double murder. We actually weren't able to see that. That was only for the jury's eyes. That showed Joseph Ryan after he had been shot and killed. And then a little bit later, we were shown pictures of the crime scene of the blood stains after Mr. Ryan's body had been removed. At that point, I was paying attention not only to the pictures, but also to the reaction from the jury. They did not have any sort of emotional reaction, but quite a few of them were taking notes, and all of them were paying really close attention. I also took a look at the part of the court where family members of the victims were being seated. I did see one woman look down the entire time those pictures were up, closing her eyes. Last thing I want to break down, that lead crime scene detective also broke down some video surveillance from the McDonald's where Banfield was allegedly waiting for the call that Mr. Ryan had arrived, that call coming from Perez Magliahi's, and broke down a timeline, including call logs to confirm. One of those images from the surveillance, Brendan Banfield was in the bathroom. About 8 minutes later, he leaves with a phone call from Juliana Perez Magliahi's.